Fillion. We have to do the shameless plug so you can see all of you. Yeah, you have to smile though, okay? Make sure your hair.
Some things can't be Googled. Salt Lake City and visitors. Some things you need to get from the source. Or me. So we got microphones. Do you want to start over here? Some questions? Dr. Strange? Nicely done.
Captain, I was wondering, as someone who's teased about it a lot as a kid, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? And if you were, say, invited by, I don't know, Will Wheaton to play a board game with him, would you do it?
Chris Pelche was a friend of mine in 7th grade, and he invited me over, and his older brother was the dungeon master, and we were playing Dungeons and Dragons. It took so long. When is something gonna happen? My favorite part of playing Dungeons and Dragons was rolling the dice and figuring out my character and then drawing him. This is my guy. That's that sword we were talking about. It's not bad. But I found the game itself to be a little drawn out. But my favorite part about playing the game was drawing things out. Anyway. Would I ever play a board game with Will Wheaton? My practice is never start playing a game you know you can't win. And I don't care what you think when you look at Will Wheaton, but that kid's smart. Take it from me. Thank you very much, my friend. Is there another one?
Played a part where you didn't carry a gun?
Just one. A couple, but that's a very good question. And for your age range, I recommend a movie called My Bodyguard that I did back when I was 17 years old, and I did not have a gun, I had a motorcycle. So check that one out. But most of them, you're right. I do carry some sort of firearm in a lot of these shows, and I don't mind that. This is Utah. I can say that here.
Absolutely.
So see My Bodyguard, okay? Promise?
Promise.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have a Full Metal Jacket question. I had heard that Stanley Kubrick likes to shoot scenes over and over and over again dozens of times. And I was wondering, what's the most number of takes you ever had to do for one scene?
They don't call me one-take Baldwin for nothing. Part of that is urban legend, and part of it is true. Kubrick, he would make a production so that he was in control of all aspects of it, basically. So he could make it as long or short as possible, usually like to elongate the process. And if he didn't see what he liked, he would make us keep doing it over and over again. But if he saw it in take one or two, say, okay, we got that, let's move on. And a lot of the film was done, and most of it was done in London, and just outside of London. So we were constrained by the weather. And a lot of the shooting was in that little window in the morning when the sun was below the cloud deck, and at the very end of the day when it was back again under the cloud deck. So we would be hurry up and shoot at that period of time, and we would stay on one scene or one shot for that whole day, even though we'd missed the whole middle portion of the day. So he would do that to actors he didn't like too. He would put their proverbial, God, I can't say it, can I? He would put them in the dirt, as we like to say, a certain part of the anatomy in the dirt, and make us do it over and over again. And yeah, like that. So he did and he didn't. It's sort of that middle ground. Yes.
Did you see him like just being a straight up killer? Do you see him like maybe like I don't know hooking up with Kaylee or?
See, I don't know where this whole thing started. That Jane was had any kind of other than Kaylee being his annoying little sister. In Jane's world mind, not in Joss's, but in Jane's mind, the Narrow's the perfect woman. Come on. So, where did I see Jane going?
Yeah, like I don't know. Was he always just gonna be like hardcore, gun him down, or did you see him like I don't know, like killing Mal, or where did you see him?
Mal can't die. Mal's like Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead. He can't die.
All right, and then the
For you
second.
metalheads out there, there's a reason I said that.
All right, and then the second part.
But I didn't answer your question. I got off on a tangent.
Okay.
Where was Jane going? Maybe he would find his own ship to captain and compete with Mal. Maybe he would go back and visit his mom and Maddie, poor Maddie, with a damp lung. Help him out for a little while.
All right, and then the second part. Speaking of Mal,
Yeah.
I hear you and Nathan kind of give awesome hugs, from what I hear.